Welcome back, everyone, to Morning Hype. So these days, more and more women of color are becoming entrepreneurs, and one organization called Walker's Legacy is helping them thrive through the process. The organization was formed back in 2009 in honor of the first self-made millionaire in the U.S., Madam C.J. Walker. With us on this Women Crush Wednesday, we've got Ayris T. She's the managing director of Walker's Legacy and the CEO of the organization's nonprofit arm called Walker's Legacy Foundation. Ayris, thank you so much for being here. How's it going?
It is going well. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. So tell me a little bit more about Walker's Legacy and how it all started more than 10 years ago.
You know, first of all, you summarized it perfectly, carrying both sides, the nonprofit arm and our LLC arm. But, you know, it really started when our founder launched Walker's Legacy, and she was looking for a mentor. She was looking for direction and guidance and support as she went along her entrepreneurial journey, and she just couldn't find the resource or the organization. So she said, you know what, let me fill that gap. Let me launch my own entity to support women on their entrepreneurial and professional journey. And so here we are 12 years later.
We love to see it. Speaking of mentorship, what can you tell our viewers about the Women Who Enterprise business training program, and what are the goals of that program that you guys run?
That is our baby. We love the women who go through Women Who Enterprise because they are really the backbone of our entrepreneurial ecosystem. They are more so women who are early in their entrepreneurial journey. They're looking for additional community. They're looking for additional support, mentorship, and guidance. And so this 12-week accelerator covers everything from increasing your confidence, how to increase your coins, and really to maximize your connection. And right now we are taking 40 women across the country through this program. We'll have a spring cohort that will launch in March, where we'll add additional cities like Chicago and Atlanta and DC, Detroit. And we really want women to take advantage of it. It's free, thanks to amazing sponsors like Wells Fargo, Conner Foundation, PayPal, who believe that Black women entrepreneurs need support.
And a lot of businesses, as we know, suffered even a lot closing down during the pandemic. How has that specifically impacted the work you all do?
You know, it has actually made an uptick in the work that we do because we have seen more women, particularly Black women, going into entrepreneurship at faster rates than before. I think as we begin to look at, you know, our work-life balance, our quality of life, and how we were valued in the workforce, there are a lot more women who are saying, you know what, I want to throw my hat in the ring and I want to have my own business. And we say, great. We want to make sure that you keep your doors open. We want to make sure you have the skills and the capacity to be sustainable.
Walker's Legacy and the Gates Foundation recently worked together on a COVID-19 Impact report surrounding Black women especially. It showed, if I'm correct, that 75% of Black women say that COVID-19 impacted their mental health. So how did you then address that with the training that you offer?
It made us go back and really re-examine the curriculum that we offer in our accelerator. And right now we are focused just as much on those technical skills, those operational skills, as we are on self-care, mental health, mental wellness, and really giving these women the tools to infuse that into their everyday practice. So we know that we very often do not take the time to focus on ourselves. And so we say, ladies, if we want to focus on our community, if we want to be there for others, we got to be there for ourselves first. And we want to make sure that they have those tools. So that's part of our curriculum and our program design, which we think is very unique.
Right. You can't pour into others if your cup is empty. We know we hear that often.
That's right.
Madam C.J. Walker, the first female millionaire in our country, you know, known for her healthcare products, was the inspiration behind the Walker Legacy. What do you think she would have to say about the work that your organization is doing?
I would hope that she would be so proud, you know, that we continue to find ways to uplift and honor her. Her great-granddaughter continues to be an amazing supporter, her family, of the work that we do. And like Madam C.J. Walker, what was so fabulous about her is that she just didn't create opportunity for herself. She created it for others. She enterprised and empowered other women. And that is really the model and the approach that we want to take. So often for our women, we're solo entrepreneurs, but we want to make sure it's like, how do we scale up, right? So that we're not the only ones who's benefiting from the hard work that we're doing, but that our community benefits, that we're creating jobs. So we would hope that she would just be extremely honored and pleased with the work that we do.
I'm sure she would be proud. I agree with that. Now, really quickly, we want to ask you, for people out there who say they want to start a business, but they just don't know where to start, what advice do you have for them?
I say start with Walker's Legacy. We have tons of resources to direct you because it can be overwhelming, right? But I also encourage people to look at like departments of small local business within their communities, within their city. City government is a great space to go to because you need to register your business. They usually have a checklist of all the things that you need to do. But when in doubt, and I'm not just saying it, come to Walker's Legacy, and we're happy to provide that kind of technical assistance and guidance to map it out for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ayris Scales, our Woman Crush Wednesday. We appreciate your time and your efforts and what you're doing for Black women in business.
Thank you. Thank you.